Hi guys, PJ here. Today I thought I'd do you a quick hints and tips video on the fitment of a reversing camera kit. Okay, so first of all, when you open these up, we have normally a little square camera. This one's got a screen, a mount, normally a front to rear cable that's in sections, connection for cigarette lights should you need it, which we won't be using, and obviously want to power it from your fuse box. So let's get a quick look at the camera itself and a quick way of routing it. So here's the camera itself. Okay, they're like a little OXO cube size thing, and we're basically going to mount it here. This is a van, so it's got double rear doors. This is the rear number plate light. So what we've done is tucked a little nick into the plastic there. Round the back, if I just show you round the back of the door. There we go, that's where it comes in through here. So we took 2 bolts out, slid it through, etc. And then run it up the door until we get to here, because these pull out, it's just a little rubber bung. And then we've sprayed some lubricant inside this tube that's got the wiring in and ran our cable through the tube with the aid of something rigid like a long screwdriver or such like. Tape your wire to it, sort of push it through and through. Go to the rubber grommet on the other end, which we pulled out. Your cable then runs down the metal and comes out just here. Now this is your reversing light on this particular vehicle. Reversing lights generally, as long as you've not got LEDs and stuff like that, if it's a normal bulb, will have a power and an earth. There's a very easy way to tell, and all you've got to do is take the bulb out. On a single filament bulb like this, the centre pin is power, and then the edge pin there that you can see shining is the earth. Some of them you can follow through, like this white wire simply connects to the power in the middle, and the black wire connects to the earth pin on the side. So even without testing, we know this to be correct. If unsure, grab a multimeter, put your car in reverse or your van in reverse, stick your ignition on, and just make sure that, you know, one is power and one is earth. Because a lot of these kits will require a switch power and an earth to work. So in other words, when you pop your vehicle in reverse, the camera comes on. You don't want it on all the time. Once you've sort of snipped them and connected them like I have here, you normally heat shrink them or electrical tape them to keep them dry. Once you've done all that and connected up your reversing light connection, you're also left with this, an RCA plug on a very long cable. This is to run down the length of the vehicle. Sometimes easiest to tuck it under the headlining of the vehicle and then down the screen pillar to get to the front. Depends on your specific vehicle. On a van, sometimes it's best to run it underneath the false floor if it's got one. It depends on your vehicle. You will have to assess which is the best route for this. When you get it to the cabin, to the front area where the dashboard is, you can then join it to the female one, which is this one. Look, so they plug together, and then you've got a bit more extension cable. This bit plugs into the screen, and then you're left with your power connector with an earth, which we'll put to a chassis bolt, the black cable there, and a power, which we'll put to the fuse box. I'll show you that in one sec. We're now at the front of the vehicle, and as you can see, the screen's suction cup to the window screen. We have a cable coming off the bottom of it, which we're going to run up the screen pillow, or screen pillar, should I say, and basically T-junctions off. So what it does is tees off into your plus and minus, which we're going to run across to the fuse box on the other side of the vehicle, and it connects to your yellow plug that you've ran from the back of the vehicle. We'll tuck this up above the headlining out of the way. So basically we're nearly finished, guys. We've just got to hide this out of the way across the top of the headlining, connect this to the fuse, hide this out of the way. Probably going to tape it just so it holds firm, so it doesn't actually go anywhere. And let's see if it'll all power up in a minute. Last of all, guys, we have the power connection itself. So we've run the cable across the vehicle to the fuse box. Use this as an earth, so we took out the bolt, put a ring terminal on it, screwed it back in, nice good earth connection, and we've powered it using what's called a fuse spur. Now this basically makes one fuse socket into 2, so you've got a 2 or a 3 amp there to run your reverse camera, and the original fuse that you've taken out is also there as well. There you go, you can see that. I'll show you what one looks like. There's a fuse spur. You get these off eBay, Amazon, car shops, that type of place. Very simple, straightforward bit of kit. Really easy, saves you doing any soldering or messing around like that. And once you've done, you end up with your camera slightly angled towards the floor so you can see your reversing. Just quickly pop the ignition on. There we go. And that's it, guys. That's my hints and tips quick video for reversing cameras. Hopefully it was helpful. If it was, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.